Hello everyone, myself Amrish from Uplatz, and today I am going to start the second part of previous session, that's the on-page SEO factors. And this is the second part, and actually these both parts are very important and totally theoretical, because only this is the part of digital marketing is actually your own skills, means how deeply you can think about the business, how deeply you can think about the content, how deeply you should think about the keywords and other practices. So the session about this on page SEO factor and on site SEO factor is really very important, because only this is the part that is non-technical but the very helpful for the technical purpose. So this section is really a backbone for the digital marketing, and you have to learn, you have to understand, and you have to analyze on the basis of these things. So in this session, this is the actually second part of on page SEO. I am going to explain a few activities that are not happening, or they are not need to do for a particular page, but those are really very important for the entire domain, because domain is the basic building block for a website. If your domain looks fine, then the website looks very fine. Domain having a different kinds of labels, means they are top level domain, means .com, .org, .net, etc. Few as the secondary .co.uk, .org.in, .co.in, .net, .in, means the domain having the two parts with .in, .com, .co.uk. So these all the factors are really very important, and those all you have to know. And in this session I am going to start with the sitemap. Starting with the sitemap, because the sitemap is very essential part for the search engine crawling purpose, means if your website is updated time to time, the search engine will every time update from the sitemap. So there are three type of sitemap actually. In this, two sitemaps are basically for the search engines, and one sitemap is basically for the user. So I here want to explain you what these sitemap having actually. This is the XML sitemap, and you can see that starting is the code. This code is very common, and in this code you can see that sitemap is generated with this point. Sitemap is generated and it is compliant with the W3C. This is called the W3C validation, created by the sitemap owner can write their own name or the employee name. But now the important thing is this is the domain name, and this is the changing frequency. The site owner says that I change my home page every day. Second is this is the last mode, means when this domain was previously modified, the date is here, and this is the priority 1 1. Almost, if you are not changing the priority, by default the tool provide the priority 1 to every domain. Otherwise it is 08, 08, and even 045 and less than this. This is basically instruct to the search engine that this page is how important in comparison to the domain name or index page. One priority means this is very important. Less than one is down as per the number. So This is XML sitemap. Now what is the use of XML sitemap? As user cannot understand what is this. The importance of this sitemap is mainly for the search engine optimization purpose. We also place this sitemap in the robot files. Robot files is here. You can see this. This is the robot file, and actually the robot file is made for the instructing the search engine that which section you have to exclude from your indexing and crawling system, because so many times our website having a very sensitive data. This is the user database. A few images, those are very critical to show the user, means the owner don't want to show those images. So the owner place those images in a particular folder and exclude that folder from the search engine's eye. So the robot file is actually the instruction that when you visit a website you have to go this, you have to go this, you have to go this, but only exclude those files and folder. Before that we wrote disallowed. So this is actually a instruction part for the search engine, and primarily the robot.txt having a one more version that is called meta robots. Means there are the two kind of the instruction for search engine. One, before entering the page you can see the robot text file and understand that which file and folder you have not to read. Second is this, you let me explain with an example. Like here is a website that is actually showing and implemented the meta robot. The meta robot with the content all is actually instructing the search engine crawler that you can read and follow entire page content from here. Means if instead of this all we place no follow no index, if we place these two terms in here, then it means that this robot meta is instructing the search engine that do not index any content and do not follow any link from this page. So this is the difference. When search engine crawler came to this page, read this, read this, read this, and after reading entire content up to here, the crawler get a message from the robot meta that please do not read, do not index the content below this. So actually there are the two difference. One is you see do not visit these number rooms, and you find the number of those rooms before the house. And second is when you enter the room, when you enter the house and you find that do not visit this room. Once you enter the room, then you find that there is a barrier or barricades on that the owner wrote do not visit this room. So this is the difference between the robot meta file, robot meta and robot.txt files instruction to the search engine. Means in one, search engine get the instruction before landing on a website web page, and second is search engine get the instruction after reaching the particular page. So this is the basically difference of the meta robot and and robot.txt file. Now we are moving toward the website map. Website map is basically the bunch of all the pages and URLs, those are in the website, and it is in a hierarchical model. Means the index, the about us, the top level page is segregated, and then the pages inside those pages. Means Just I show you with a suitable example that how a web sitemap looks like. You see, this is the sitemap and the URL of this is sitemap.html. This is the actually web sitemap. This is called web sitemap because its extension is vary from site to site. Means if site is made in PHP, then here instead of HTML you can see the PHP. If site is made in .NET, then you can see here ASP, ASPX or something like that. So it is basically the extension is basically changed as per the language of the website. So here you can see the home, the technology, the service, the industries, about us, and this. All the primary sections are in bold. But inside that primary section like technology, you can see the web development. Inside the web development, Laravel development, PHP, main, etc. Then mobile app, then e-commerce solution. You can see a hierarchical model here. The primary, the outer page are the bold, and then inside, then inside, and then inside. So this sitemap is actually not useful for search engine as of now, because as of now search engine is mainly focused over the XML sitemap, but this sitemap is really very useful for the user, and mainly this work very well for those website those not having the search button. Means what is inside this page you really don't know. So how do you know that this website is having a lot of pages related with your query and with your for your requirement? So you just come down to any website and see is there any sitemap. If you find sitemap, then you really find the solution whatever you want from this website, because with the help of this sitemap you can understand the number of pages are there, so you can click on anyone and reach to that page. But as of now, I see the website map is day by day disappearing from the website. So this is actually not very clearly used by the so many webmasters. But I suggest you must have the website map in your website. This will give you the best user experience when your site having the more than 15 pages. More than 15 pages if your website is having, you cannot set every page on in the top menu. So the website map is the only one place where you can set your all the pages. So keep this in mind that website map is essential for the website. Now a few things that I brief you: domain trust, server location, mobile optimized site, Google Search Console, Analytics, no follow, no index tag, social media link, and internal blog section. So, what is the domain trust? Domain trust is actually the value of a domain that domain gain after a lot of work. Means if your domain is having the very good value, then you simply make a page, and by the day or 2 day the page will start ranking over the search engine. Like Wikipedia is having the very good domain trust, and if anyhow you are able to create a single page over the Wikipedia, and the same page you create on your own website, and the next day you see the Wikipedia's page is ranking better than your site's page, because the domain trust is the very strong for the Wikipedia. You create the page for any celebrity over the Wikipedia, and you book the domain name with the name of celebrity, and after 1 or 2 days your domain get indexed. So on that time the celebrity name is as it is you place in the domain name, and the celebrity name is the page in the Wikipedia. But you will find that with the name of celebrity, the Wikipedia is ranking very well, because Wikipedia having the good domain trust, instead of your website. The second thing is very associated with domain is the location of server. So many people and so many webmasters says that the server location is not play a vital role, but as I realize that if my website is hosted on a server that is situated and located in USA and in New York City, then the chances and the probability of ranking better in US instead of other country. So the location of server is playing a really very good role in terms of ranking in that particular country. So here just for information purpose, when you are going to start promoting a website, you have to analyze that for which country this person demanding the ranking and where its server is located. If the person asking the ranking in Australia while its server is located in UK, then you can suggest him that if possible, you can switch the server from UK to Australia. This will helpful a much because the search engine is creating database on the basis of country. So if your website is ranking in Australia and your server is in Australia, then really you will get a very good benefit. Second thing, mobile optimization side. These all the theoretical parts is really very thoughtful, so you understand it carefully. There is nothing any technique, no any technical assumption is here, no a single line coding is here. These two session is mainly for the theory part that you have to understand deeply, because this is the only section where you will utilize your brain, you will utilize your skills, you will utilize your previous experience, those you gain from the various sites optimization. So, what is the value of mobile optimized site? Yes, as of now, the world population is increasing day by day, and similarly, the mobile users count are increasing day by day. As of now, the smartphone user where you can access a website is a big number. Let me show you. The mobile phone users worldwide in 2016 by 2.5 billion only, you can see. And in every day, the counts are increasing. In 17, 2.7, 2.9, 2.3, and as of now, in the 2020, they are 3.5 billion. And in the next year, the estimated number and the count is 3.8 billion. You can imagine that every year the smartphone users are increasing. So the people who will access your website over the mobile phone is actually increasing day by day. In this way, your website must be mobile friendly, means the website can easily open over the smartphone. So the mobile optimized website play a very important role in the ranking factor, because suppose someone open your website on their mobile phone and find that your website is not uh, optimized for the mobile, means the banner is stretched, the content is overlapping, the contact form is not there, the menu is not able to see, social media links has been disappeared, then this give a very bad experience to a user, and I am sure that user will escape from your website. Yes, and the user having a huge number of website as a second option, the user move to the next website. Think, the user first came to your website, but after unsatisfied condition, the user moved to the next website. In this way, you can say the user want to give you business, but your unoptimized website on mobile is actually expelled him from your website, because on the laptop the person is only doing work. Means whenever I am before the laptop, my primary concern is to work. But when I am searching, looking, and want to find anything, I never use my laptop. I go to the smartphone and start browsing, because it's easy for me. All the mobiles app are available on the smartphone, and so many payment gateway are already integrated in my mobile. A lot of banking system are associated with the mobile. So if I want to purchase anything, I have no need to collect the card from the wallet and start typing. I have so many options to pay directly from the mobile. So the mobile optimized site is actually the best way to bring a visitor over your website and convert into customer. Now this is the two things: Google Search Console and Google Analytics. I will take a separate class to explain that how Google Search Engine Console code you put your website, how do you verify, and what will you see. Second is Google Analytics, how you gain the code, how you place and where you place, and what type of the reports you can see with the help of Google Analytics. But here just want to show you the value of these two things. You are working very hard for a website, but your client is saying, no, I am not getting the result what I was expected. Client can say, he has a right to say, but actually he is or she is not right. So with the help of these two free tool by the Google, you can explain that, sir, ma'am, you need to know what is happening over the website. Search engine console is giving you the impression, means the keyword those searched by the users and the website loaded, website clicked by the human, or by from country, from web search or image search. Search engine console give you the exact problem in your website, like so many meta tags missing, small meta tags, big meta tags, HTML error, so many things. Only this part you can find from the search engine console. So here just keep in mind that before analyzing a website for a new client, you try to ask him the search engine console detail or access, so that you can find out the issues in the beginning and share to the developer to fix all those issues, because the issues reported by the search engine console is actually very important, and they cannot be avoided, they have to solve so that gain the good ranking. Google Analytics is one another tool that is actually show you how many people visited your website, how many returning visitors, how many new visitors, how much time they spend, from which page they landed, from which page they escaped, what is the bounce rate, and which medium they use to come your website, which operating system they use, which device they use. These all the information is basically most important for your website, because suppose if your website is accessible by the Australia, most of the time the people of Australia is using BlackBerry, suppose, and if they are using the laptop's operating system is Windows 7, and so many times they use the browser Internet Explorer. These are the three different things. So you have to check your website over these combination, means BlackBerry, Internet Explorer, Windows 7, and find, is my site is looks good on these combination or not. If it is taking the time, it is not looking good, the contact form is disappearing, then you solve these issues, because people are experiencing your website very well. But if your website is not as per their expectation, the returning process will be hold. They will not come to your website again, and that you can also check with the help of Google Analytics. So the returning visitor is valuable person for your website, because if someone is returning your website, the person having something in mind for your website. No follow and no index tag. I already giving the complete detail of these two tag under the robot. So when your website is having the robot meta tag, then you can place no follow no index. But these two tag also use with the link. Means if you are placing the links on your website, let me show you how these tags are using. Now we are in the coding part of a website, and here we see that there is an hyperlink on this website. Target is blank, and the owner or the developer of this website using the no follow tag. But how? No follow tag is used with the rel equal to no opener no follow. Means this is actually the instruction for the browser and the search engine that neither you open it directly on the same browser and nor follow this link. Whatever the link is here, do not need to follow, just stop. This is instruction for the search engine to crawl not from this URL. So this is actually important when you don't want to lose the link juice for your website. As much less your website having the outbound links, the credibility and the trust factor for your website will be strong. So this is actually for the building the credibility of your website or domain. Now you can think that what is the use of social media link? Actually, social media links are useful for the user to understand how much you are active as per the present scenario. Suppose your website is related with the hotels, or your website is selling a course, but your social media is very inactive since last 2 years. So the visitor will think you are not keeping yourself updated. You are not doing anything research. You are not aware about the world, what is happening outside your premises. But people seen that your social media is very strong. Means every day you are placing a good post, good content, and people are engaging. People are writing comment. People are liking, sharing. Then the visitor understand that your team, digital marketing team, is actually active for own business also, because social media is the fresh environment. Whatever is happening inside the world is available over the social media. So the amazing creatives, the amazing content will always attract a user to visit that. So social media links are really very important, and they must be on a suitable place. You can see social media links are very prominent place. So this is very important for you to place social media links on a very suitable place. Now we come to the internal blog section. Actually, internal blog section is very important for a user, because you made good page on your website, but you cannot update that page every day. You cannot customize that page as per the present scenario. But the blog section, you can correlate your services with the current scenario, with the current problem. Let me show you one thing. Check. Impact of emerging technologies in the financial sector. Emerging technologies. Retail industry technology trends that will transform business in 2020. When you read this blog, let me show you. You are here and you read this all the blog. At so many places, they given the backlinks. They place the links of their services, website development. है ना? You can see, you can contact us detail. So the blog is actually play a very important role for the visitor, because on the blog you can show a lot of information. So I hope you enjoyed my this session. and hope to see you in my next session also. That is very important for the part of, as a part of digital marketing. Thank you. Have a nice day. Myself, Amrish Kumar from Uplatz.